Good morning, students. Yesterday I taught you two stanzas, meanings of two stanzas in the poem Life, written by Charlotte Bronte. Now, today is our continuation class of the lesson of the poem Life. First, let me write lines of stanzas. Oh my lament, oh my lament, its fall, rapidly, merely. Life, life, life's sunny hours flit by. Grateful, cheerily, gratefully, cheerily. Enjoy them as they fly. What thought death at times steps in? Okay, let me explain the lines of this stanza. Oh my lament, its fall, rapidly, merely. Life's sunny hours flit by, gratefully, cheerily. Enjoy them as they fly. What thought death at time steps in? Actually, in this poem, poet Charles Bronte she's considering life to roses that are going to get dried up and fall down. And the very next day, the roses will blossom to that rose plant. Even she was saying that life's sunny hours flit by. Oh my lament, its fall. Lament, cry. What is the meaning of lament? Cry. Don't cry for your fall. Don't cry for your fall. Actually, she was saying that sorrow days, they last for only few days. So don't cry for your fall. You are going to get happy days. Gratefully, cheerily, enjoy them as they fly. Life's sunny hours flit by. Here, the poet, she was well-known poet. She was well-known writer in those 19th century. She was saying through her poem, life's sunny hours flit by. She was comparing happy days with sunny hours. Life's sunny hours flit by. Happy days are going to be last for a few days. Even sorrow days are going to stay for only few days. Life's sunny hours flit by, gratefully, cheerily, enjoy them as they fly. When we are in happy mood, we are over enjoyed. When we are in happy mood, we are over enjoyed. Don't cry for your fall. Oh my lament, its fall. Lament, don't cry for your fall. The very next day, roses will blossom in the spring season. She's comparing. Happy days may last for few days and disappear again. Okay? She was comparing. One should not feel sad because after some time the happy days will again return, just like the roses blossoms in the spring season. The poet says that one should be very thankful to God, very thankful to God, and enjoy the happy days. Enjoy the happy days. She was saying us, we are very thankful to God. Yes, really, we are very thankful. Majority of us are we are really very thankful to God because we have everything. We have legs, hands, everything. We are blessed with everything. But my few people, few citizens, few people, few children, they have some different types of health problems in their life. So to some extent, really we are very happy. Really, some extent we are very happy. We should be very thankful to God. So the people who has good health and some shelter, food to eat, really they are very thankful to God, because even few people are there on the roadside without anything in their lives. So when we compare our life with those people, yes, really we are very thankful to God. Okay, whatever we have, we are very happy. When we get any sorrow days, when we feel any grief, or if we cross with any sorrow days, just compare our life, our tears with other tears of the people who are on the roadside, as a beggars, or who are in the hospital, who are suffering with different issues. So really, at that moment, we are going to feel, yes, we are very thankful to God. So cross the hurdles in our life. She was saying us, cross it, because happy days are there in our life. They are stored in our life. Yes, yet to reveal. She was saying happy days are, yes, if now our time, now we are facing some bad issues, so at that moment we should not feel a lot, because we should think in a positive attitude. Yes, my happy days are there, they are stored for future use. Yes, for everyone they are going to have, because according to her, according to our experience, we know life is a mixture of sorrow, happy, despair, joy. Yes, it's a mixture. So few days we are going to have good days, and few days we are going to cross bad days. Yes, compulsory. Its life is a mixture. Got it? So never, one should not, one should be very thankful to God and enjoy our happy days, which are provided by God to us. One should feel that there are happier days in our life. They are stored for future. Okay, so don't, so one need not cry, lament. And what is the meaning of lament? Don't cry. Oh my lament, it's fall. When you are in fall, when you are in happy, when you are in sorrow days, when you are in gloomy days. Here, poet is comparing sorrow days with gloomy days. So don't let out your tears. Don't cry rapidly, merely. Life's sunny hours flit by. You have a happy days. Okay, happy days are going to. Sunny hours flit by. So happy days are going to stay. They are going to last for few days. Gratefully, cheerily enjoy your happy days. What though death at times steps in? What thought death at times steps in? So death is a one which is going to win our life only once in your life. Only once. Death, actually, life is a fighting between life and death. Our life is a fighting. It's a everyday challenging between life and death. So only one time, only once, death is going to win on our life. So every day we are winning. We are winning on death. Every day we are winning on the death. Yes, only one time death is going to win us, but every day we are winning the death. So death, we are winning the death. So it means we can get rid of any hurdles, because death is the ultimate problem to us. It's the ultimate sorrow. So daily we are winning that death. So we can cross even small sorrows, setbacks in our life. Compare that when you are in sorrow, when you are in some bad instance. Compare your life, your tears with others. Compare it with others. Okay. Next, coming to the next stanza. So she was saying, we are very thankful to God because He gave us life. Life is very precious. One need to think that our happy days they are stored for future use. So don't cry. And calls our next stanza. I'm going to write the next stanza. So what is the next stanza? And calls our best away. Next line. What though sorrow seems to win. It's over hope. A heavy sway. It hope again. Elastic spring. Unconquered. Though she feel. Though she feel. So here, and calls our best away. What though sorrow seems to win over hope, a heavy sway. Yet hope again elastic springs, unconquered though she feel. Here, what the poet she was explaining with this stanza's lines, let me teach. She was saying us, what those sorrow seems. So sometimes we feel that sorrow is going to win us. Sorrow is going to win us. Okay? But win our over hope. What though sorrow seems to win is really we feel despair. Sorrow days are going to win our happy days. But it's wrong. It's wrong. Hope. So hope will win eventually. Understood? In the poet asserts that in the battle between hope and despair, hope will win eventually, though despair may look more powerful in the initial stage. Here, sorrow seems to win. Initially, despair, hopelessness. What is the meaning of despair? In the last class, already I clearly mentioned the meaning of despair. 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 So sorrow days or a despair is initially we are going to think that sorrow days are going to win on over our hope. But it's not, it's a wrong. What though sorrow seems to win over hope, a heavy sway. Yet, hope again, elastic springs. Yes, here again the hope will win eventually as roses bloom bloom in spring season. In the spring season. Here. At hope again, elastic springs again. Hope will win eventually. Unconquered, though she feel. Got it? In this stanza, through these lines of this stanza, she was conveying, she was explaining the lines of the stanza. So initially we feel sorrow days are ruling us. They are very powerful. We feel, yes, everyone feel my life every day. I'm very unlucky girl. I'm very unlucky boy. Really sorrow days. I have only sorrow days in my life, but it's strong. Initially, we feel sorrow days. They are very powerful in our life. But hope will win eventually as roses bloom in the spring season. Blossom of roses in the spring season. Okay, got it? What though sorrow seems to win over hope? It seems initially we feel yes, my life is completed with all sorrow days. I know I don't have any happy days in our life. Just we are going to get bored in our life. Yes, this is my life, and you fix to that such type of mentality, but it's strong mentality. No, initially we think sorrow days are ruling us. They are very powerful, but don't think in that way. It's a wrong way. Develop a positive attitude. A hope will win eventually, though despair may look more powerful in the initial stages. Okay, got it? Next, coming to the next stanza. So, till here, are you clear? Here, the poet, Charles Bronte, explaining what she was saying. She was narrating the story, the poem that. Life is a mixture of sorrow, hope, despair, joy. So, we are going to pass a few days with sorrow and few days with happy days. Yes, it's correct. No one should cry. No one should cry for your fall because happy days are there in our life. They are stored by God for future use. That is Shivana narrators. Next stanza, I'm going to write the next stanza. Till here, are you clear? Okay. Now, it's next stanza. Next stanza. Okay, one second. Still strong to bear us well. Manfully, fearlessly, the day of trial bear. For gloriously, victoriously, can courage, quell despair. Despair. Okay. Now, I know till here, or you're clear of this topic. So, next stanza. Here, what she was saying, still beyond or her golden wings, still strong to bear us well. Manfully, fearlessly, the day of trial bear. For gloriously, victoriously, can courage quell despair. So, she was saying us, courage the thing is very, very important in our life. So she asks the readers not to get disheartened and lose hope. She feels that despair is winning the battle in the initial stage, but it's the hope is going to win eventually. So till last. So now coming to the next lines in the stanza, she was saying us courage is the thing what is going to win. So courage is going to develop a hope in our life. So everyone should develop a positive attitude, develop courage on our life. You should have that quality in your mind. You should have courage. So the courage is the one which is going to quell despair, which is going to fight against our despair. Um, Understood here? Are you clear of this? The poet ends in glorious way, gloriously. She ends the poem with in glorious fray. The poet crushes despair, and hope is brought forward as a hero in the drama of life. Got it? Hope. So courage is the one which is going to develop, develop a hope in our life, which is going to develop hope in our life. The last two stanzas in the last two stanzas in the poem manifest a hopeful life. The poem ends in gloriously, victoriously. The poem ends in glorious way. The poet crushes despair, it is going to crush. The poet crushes despair, and hope is brought forward as the hero in the drama of life. Hope. Understood, ma? Here what she is saying, throughout the poem, the poet uses imagery. So what she uses, ma? What are the imagery? Some of the images, what are that? Morning rain, clouds of gloom, the flowers, golden wings, death, showers, birds, elastic springs. According to the poet, morning shower creates pleasant environment. Yes, got it, ma? So she is comparing gloomy days with passing clouds, and even she is comparing our happy days with sunny hours and with the blooming of roses. So she used some imagery in this poem. Oh, next, she used elastic springs. I'll write it down, ma. She used some imagery words. Imagery. As what she used? She uses some imagery. What are the imagery? What are the images she used? Morning rain. Morning rain. Yes, morning rain creates pleasant day in our life. Next, she compared gloomy days, narrow days with passing clouds, gloomy days. Next, spring. So spring season, elastic springs. So happy days are going to be the hope will win eventually as the blossom of roses in the spring season. Okay, got it? Are you clear of this? So the last lines in the stanzas, they are saying the poet manifests a hopeful life. We should develop, we should have that feeling, hope. So hope comes from courage. Got it? Hopes come from courage. So listen carefully, ma. Courage in life is supported by hope. According to the poet, courage in a life brings in determination to the life. Live life hopefully. Got it, ma? Here, courage. So here in these stanzas, the poet explaining us courage in life is supported by hope. According to the poet, courage in life brings in determination to live life hopefully. Yes, hope, very, very important. Hopefully. Can courage will disappear? Hope is very, very important, which is going to win eventually. As days are passing, hope is the one which is going to win over despair eventually. So courage in life is supported by hope. According to the poet, courage in life brings in determination to live life happily. So Here, the poet urges us to develop a positive attitude towards life, develop hopefulness in our life. So the poem ends in gloriously, victoriously. The poet crushes despair, and hope is brought forward as a hero in the drama of life. So who is a hero in this one, in our life? Hope is the one. So courage is supported by hope. Yes, one should develop positive attitude, one should develop courage in your life. So through this poem, the poet Charles Bronte is explaining us. She is explaining us. She was narrating us. She was teaching us. She was saying us. She was convincing us something or something. So, what is the end of the poem? The end of the poem. What is the central idea of the poem? So life is a mixture of sorrow, joy, despair, hope. So one should develop a positive attitude towards our life. Okay, courage is a thing which is supported by hope. Hope is very, very important in your life. Develop hope, because hope, develop that positive attitude. Yes, compulsory we are going to have happy days in your life. Just take this into your heart. Don't cry for small setbacks in your life. Compulsory, God is God. We are very thankful to God because He stored happy days in our life for future use. So she ends the poem in very glorious way and very victorious way. So the poet crushes despair. Yes, we have to crush our despair. Though we feel despair is very, very powerful, but don't think in that way. She urges us. She was saying us, don't be disheartened. Don't get disappointed with temporary setbacks in our life. Hope. Develop a hope. Hope is the one which is going to win our life eventually. The poet crushes despair, and hope is brought forward as a hero of in the drama of the life. Okay, they are the stanzas in the poem written by Charles Bronte. Through this poem, she was narrating us that one should develop a positive attitude, and one should be very thankful to God as He stored hope, as He stored happy days in your life for future use. And even here in this poem, she conveyed us that sorrow days she compared with gloomy days, that is sorrow days she compared with passing clouds. Just sorrow days are passing clouds. Never think about sorrow days in your life. Past is past. Just think them, they are the passing clouds. If we meet or if we met with any bad incident in our life, just don't think too much. Don't take to heart. Just think it as if they are passing clouds in your life. Don't get disturbed with that sorrow days. Yes, everybody, everybody, even they may meet in their childhood. If not, they some in throughout the life compulsory they are going to meet with bad days, they are going to meet with bad incidents. So everyone are going to cross such type of hurdles in their life. So it's a common problem to each and everyone. So what is our ultimate problem? Death is a one which is, it's a big problem in our life, which is going to win only once in our life. So daily we are winning on death. So we are very thankful to God. Yes, we are very thankful because in the battle of life and death, so life is the one which is going to win on over death every day. So now we are taking breath, we are inhaling the air. So what is that? It's a so the life wins over death. So death is the one which is going to win only once in our life. So here the poet was conveying us that develop courage. Courage is supported by hope. Hope is the one which is a hero in our life. Hero and heroine is the hope. So Hope is the one which is going to lead our life happily and cheerfully, joyfully. So poet crushes despair and hope is brought forward. She compares, just I'm giving the summary of the poem. Already I taught you all these lines. Once again I'm explaining, once again I'm teaching you the stanzas of the poem. Here through this poem the poet was she was saying, she was urging us to develop a positive attitude. She compared life with life sorrows with roses who are going to get dried up and fall. As roses are going to bloom in the very next day, they are going to get bloom. They will bloom during spring season. So prior to their fall, they looked very beautiful. Yes, we enjoy the beauty of roses prior to their fall. We enjoy the beauty of roses. Exactly, it's correct. Even we will have a happy days. We will have a happy days in your life. Yes, even we are going to very cheerful, very joyful. So through this poem, she was conveying us, be happy, don't get stressed with all temporary setbacks. Everything are going to be back in our life. Develop a positive attitude in our life. Okay, okay, students, this is a poem written by Charles Bronte. Tomorrow I am going to give the hard meaning of the hard words in this poem, Life. It's the first poem in the unit 1. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a nice day.